we've got our fourth player. So here we go. Let's hope for a better start than last time. Oh, there's a joker. That's helpful. You can sort your tiles if you click on this up arrow and then click the opposite arrows, and it'll sort your tiles for you. So the first thing you want to do is look for your multiples. The multiples we have are 3 and 4, and then the norths. Now 3 and 4 together do not fit with north. It's going to either be north and 3 or 3 and 4. So you want to look at the rest of your tiles and figure out what you can keep in addition to support the multiples. In this case, we're going to keep the south because it's a wind, and we can do north and south with odds. So we're going to start there, and we're going to throw 1 bam, 9 crack, 6 dot. Now we can play potentially a consecutive hand here. Depends on what comes in. So here we're able to build another multiple. You got to build around the most of your multiples. Sometimes a multiple doesn't fit in. In this case, the 4 bam is now going to become joker bait because we have 3 pair over here, north, south with 3s. We're actually going to break up this 4 because we got to pass 3. We're not going to pass the white because that is in equal value to a flower, in my opinion. Of course, we're going to keep the joker. Well, we'll leave it there for now. Okay, so we have our 3. Now what we're looking for are north, south, and 3s. So we picked up a couple of like numbers, but these multiples are what we're building around. This is where our strength is. So even though that looks like fun, and some of these tiles might look pretty being in all one suit, but don't let that distract you, okay? We're going to pass a 4 crack, 7 dot, 2 dot. I don't like passing like numbers. I think that's a step down from passing a flower and a joker. Okay, so we did pick up a north. We are going to save it. That's part of the north-south with odds hand. And we do want to continue the Charleston. We've already done the compulsory. This is now going into the optional, and everybody wants to participate. Now this is going to be a dangerous pass here. It's all evens, but we're kind of narrowing in on our hand here, especially because we have the joker. So we're going to go ahead and pursue this. And I really don't like passing white dragons. Okay, now we're now in the cross pass, and at this point we're going to have to pass either a like number or a white dragon, and I think I'm going to go ahead and break up the like number and pass the white dragon instead. I think it'll be more of a miss than passing like numbers, so that's what we're going to do. We're hoping for 3s. No 3s. Now we have a somewhat decent pass. We're going to do 2 dot, 7 dot, 5 bam. And we're still looking for 3s. We desperately need 3s. And I think from the beginning we were kind of holding the wins and the odds, and there's our south. So all we really need are 3s. And we are close enough to risk passing like numbers at this stage. It's not the best kind of pass, but you want to think offensive first, then defensive. So we're going to go ahead. Oh, they only want 2. Perfect. We're going to pass 2. So we don't even have to pass the like numbers. We'll pass a 2 crack and a 7 dot. And maybe we'll get a 3, do you think? No. Bummer. But we'll hold on to the
4 dots.
Dragon. Sometimes people will put a dragon out with a joker, and we might be able to get a joker. I'm going to turn my sound down here.
2 dots.
Okay, so at this point, these are our discards: a flower, green, 2 bam, 8 bam, and we need to collect now 3s. We've got our norths and our souths ready to go. We need to have pungs of norths and souths. So those are complete. We just need 3s.
Green dragon.
We're going to pass on that. There's a joker. So we're good to go.
8 bamboos.
We're going to let that be a 3. Now the challenge here is we need to have 2 pair in 3s. So you cannot use jokers for pairs. This 3 bam,
Green dragon.
This 3 bam could be one of our pairs if we don't draw another one. We'll have to wait and
5
see.
bamboos.
We may never even get the 3s.
4
So
characters.
one thing we could consider is north and south with flowers. If we
2
start
dots.
getting more flowers, we could do the Kong
2
of north and the
characters.
Kong of south with 6 flowers.
7 dots.
Now we're a little bit of an underdog in that regard because we only have 1 flower. This is where flexibility
3
and
characters.
vision comes in. You've got to be a visionary. You've got to see where the hand can go and not be afraid to act
6 bamboos.
and to take a risk. All right, so we are
1
kind of on the
bamboo.
fence at the moment. We could, if we get if we get 2 more 3s,
7 dots.
we'll go for the odds with the
1
wins.
dot.
If we get another flower, I think we
6
should switch
bamboos.
to the Kongs of north and south with flowers. If a
1
if a
dot.
north or south goes down, meaning discarded, I think we need to call it because
5
once it's gone, it's
characters.
gone. And if we choose to go with the flower hand,
West wind.
we'll need. There's a 3.
2 bamboos.
Okay, so this is getting pretty tight. We're even.
8
We need
dots.
a 3 crack to make this work. So we're still in between.
1 dot.
We really need a 3 crack.
6 dots.
Okay, 7 bam doesn't work. So we have to
7
watch if the
bamboos.
north and south go down. We may end up switching. I don't know yet.
8 dots.
We just have to wait and see.
6 dots.
5 bamboos.
The other thing about the north and south
1
with the
character.
odds, it is a concealed hand.
2
The situation with
bamboos.
the north and south with flowers, you can call them. And it's easier to call for exposures than it is to
7
draw
bamboos.
concealed. So that's another thing you have to consider.
North wind.
We're going to take it.
Kong.
The 3s didn't come fast enough. Now, this
Green
3 bam
dragon.
is joker bait. We're going to hope that maybe this player across from us is playing
7
1 3 3 5 maybe, or I don't know. We'll see. We can only hope at this
4
point.
dots.
So we're looking for a south and maybe a flower.
8 dots.
And we need to draw flowers big time.
9
Or
dots.
flowers and jokers. That's what we need right now.
9 dots. 4 bamboos.
Kong.
Okay, there's a joker. And,
Orchid.
okay, we're going to take that. That's a pung.
Kong.
Now we're risking losing that flower. So that's a risk.
3 dots.
Okay,
Pung.
that's a big delay. I was kind of expecting that. And that may be why we weren't getting our 3s. Somebody else was holding them.
4 bamboos.
So it's a good thing we changed. And maybe we'll get a joker out of this. I'm not sure. What are they doing? Oh, it's pung. It's pung, kong, pung, kong. Okay, so that is how the game comes together. We want to congratulate the winner. Well done. Or you could say WD for short. So they did they did a pung kong with all these jokers. And they, by the way, did have the 3 bam. So we were fighting each other. And then 3 dot, 5 dot, pung kong. So that's how it works. Definitely write a comment in the comment section and let me know what you think about that. I know it goes fast, but you can watch this over and over again. And I am going to put up a lot of videos with commentary just like this, talking through the decision-making process, talking about strategy, making mistakes, and hopefully fixing them through commentary. So you can see even seasoned players make mistakes. So look for videos that are titled Clinic NMJL, that stands for National Mah Jongg League, and then I'll have the title of the category in there with some kind of a supporting verbiage to kind of give you an indication of what kind of strategy was involved or what kind of issues were involved or maybe something funny that happened. So you can look for those videos and they will help build on your experience of the different types of hands that come and go, the different strategies that have to be involved, the level of flexibility that you need to have, and so forth. So the next lesson, we are going to do a lecture on strategy. That will be lesson 7. Lesson 7. So we'll see you then.